天呢，我们请来了 Daniel 老师，为大家准备一次专门针对建筑设计课程的一个课程。那么这个课程我们是针对建筑和室内设计的学生而定的，所以它是我们马上在下个月就会开始的一个课程，基本上的时间会定在周末。那么这些呢，都会是针对建筑学生，如果你想参加，比如说你想考多大，考 Waterloo， 考 MICA 这些跟 architecture design 有关的话，那么这个课程是一个专项的训练课程。在这个课程结束了以后呢，也会把这些作品放到你的作品集中的一部分，但是不能成为全部。所以我们从这个月开始呢，把各个专业的一些比较非常有特点的一些主题项目课程拿出来，给大家做一些短期的小课。如果有新的学生呢，你只要跟着课程下来，至少能完成一个项目，这样呢对你的作品集呢会有很大很大的帮助。那之前我们做了很多的一些其他的这个课程的介绍和一些学校的介绍。那么这个月开始我们属于实战，接下来的课程里还会安排，比如说跟插画专业相关的，还有一些跟我们其他动画专业、服装设计专业相关的课程都会有。那么希望大家关注。从今天开始，我们第一次请到了我们这边的建筑作品集老师。那么他会把他的专注的一些项目和他个人的一些经历和经验，比如说他觉得作品集中应该会出现的一些内容介绍给大家。那如果觉得建筑你觉得很需要这方面的内容，接下来可以跟我们报名参加这个建筑基础项目的课程内容。OK， 那么现在开始我们就请 Daniel 来给我们开始他的今天的一个这个课程的 presentation。 Daniel, it's your time. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. Let me share the screen first. I just want to see that everyone can see this. Okay, we're fine?
Yes, good.
Okay. Welcome to Architectural Design and 3D Modeling Basics. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Daniel Bertesotto. I possess a bachelor degree in architecture and urbanism. I have been working in the architecture field for the last decade, and during this time, I have designed several buildings and collaborated on many other buildings between institutional, commercial, and residential. Sorry, like the one that you're seeing right now. And by the way, yes, all the images that you're going to see right now are for the projects that I work in and are basically mine. I also would like to add that this is not my first time as an instructor, especially as a 3D model instructor. I have tutored several groups before on different projects. Not only I've mentored interns and architect students on each of the studios that I had worked in, but I also was in charge of small courses for new students at the university where I graduate from. Additionally, I organized and hold courses for groups of 10 and 12 students, in which I taught 3D Studio Max and Rhinoceros. Those are also software that are used to do 3D modeling. Although this is going to be the first time I'm going to be teaching SketchUp, I have a lot of experience on it. Although I love architectural design, one of my strengths is my proficiency on several architectural softwares, especially those that work with in three dimensions, like Revit, 3D Max, AutoCAD, Rhinoceros, and right now especially SketchUp. These programs, which also allow you to make images like this one, which was made on AutoCAD Revit and 3D Max, or this one, which was made using SketchUp. I also studied graphic design for 2 years, which gave me additional skills and improved my freehand sketching, digital painting, and facility to use software like Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and Sketchbook Pro. All of that helped me when I needed to deliver architectural graphic information, like sketches, or design process and project information and presentations, like this one. And also graphic information for portfolios, like this one. And again, all of these images that you're seeing right now are part from my personal professional portfolio, where you can see a detail of different projects using imagery like sketches, plans, renders, etc. Now, I would like to talk about the main objective of this course. The main goal of this course is for students to properly learn SketchUp, how to build basic architectural objects, and learn how to create graphic information that later can be used in their portfolios. As you know, architecture is a highly demanded program in everywhere, especially in cities like Toronto. And sometimes getting into these programs required for students to show some kind of interest in architecture. This could be by some work experience in the field, or by showing interest in this kind of studies before the university. Learning three-dimensional modeling or architectural drawing, even knowing a little bit more of architecture. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the SketchUp, which is going to be the software that we're going to use. Because it is a free software, it is user-friendly. It has simple tools, and it has an online library. But also because it is compatible with other software, and also it has clean graphics, and it has an easy client navigator. The SketchUp is one of the most popular softwares to build three-dimensional models. Building, I hope that you can see that. Building basic geometric forms is actually not so complicated on SketchUp. And I'm sure that all the students will get it fast. The software makes additions and abstractions easy and not complicated for students. Actually, a lot of people who learn SketchUp can learn it by themselves using online tutorials, etc. It's actually not so difficult to learn the main tools of the software. However, I don't like to jump right in the software when I am teaching a new software. This is because sometimes the forms, when the forms get a little bit more elaborated, like this one, when we're not talking about just simple forms like cubes and prisms and spheres, when we're talking more about architectural objects, then the modeling becomes a little bit more challenging. And this is because to build an architectural model, a person needs to kind of understand how to develop the architecture idea and how to understand architectural drawings. You see, usually architecture students, especially during the first years, struggle not with the software, because that's the easy part, but with understanding how spaces and volumetric objects work in the 3D and in 3 dimensions, in the 3rd dimension. In other words, how the architectural design is developed. Architectural softwares are just translators and convert ideas into graphic information, such as plans, 3D views, perspectives, and renders. And as you can see in the image, when the object is more complicated, even is a simple house like this one, then the modeling becomes more challenging. And for that reason, during this course, I am promoting the idea of, along with SketchUp, teaching the basics of architectural techniques, like drawing techniques. I'm going to be teaching about 2-point perspectives, which will allow and help the students to understand how the objects work in the 3D space. In this way, they're going to be able to see, to picture the volumes that they want to build later in the software easily. And this way, they're not gonna be just modeling things at random. They will know in advance what are they going to do. I'm also going to teach a little bit of architectural sketching, which basically will help with rapid ideas of architectural objects, how to develop this graphic information and designs that will later help and can be used in the development of their portfolios and even in presentations for projects in the future. After that, and along with SketchUp, I also will be teaching the students. I will introduce to basic architectural design, where in a simple way, without going too deep in this topic, because of course these are topics that they're gonna touch when they're in the university, if they pursue the architectural career. They're gonna learn basic principles that are gonna help to design, not only for architectural design, but designing in general. For example, while making a portfolio to present in an application for a university. So I'm gonna be teaching, as I said before, really basic, in a really basic way, the principles of design, and I'm also gonna be teaching a little bit of architectural drawing interpretation, which means to know what it means to read a floor plan or an elevation or even a section, because those are tools that the students need to understand really well if they want to build a 3D model. Finally, the students will learn the three-dimensional techniques, and we will cover all the basic tools from SketchUp. Tools like moving, creating rectangles, creating planes, extruding, rotating, etc., which are basically the basic tools that will appear in the software. After that, they will learn how to build from simple forms to more complicated ones, like in this case, a small house, which I hope could be the final steps for this course. Obviously, as I said, this is not a complicated course. It's not meant to teach architectural like in a university level, but the idea is that at the end of this course, students will be able to build at least a small architectural object, which in this case, it's going to be a house. And with that, they could start practicing for what they're going to be the future in the architectural 3D modeling software. So at the end, the course learning outcomes will be that the students at the end of the course will be able to create freehand sketches of architectural objects. They will be able to draw two-point perspectives and understand how these work and relate with three-dimensional objects, especially in three-dimensional software. They will know the basics of architectural design, and they will be able to interpret and understand architectural drawings as well as three-dimensional spaces. They will know how to use SketchUp, the main tools at least, and they will be able to build three-dimensional volumes, basic ones and a little bit more complicated ones. And they will be able to develop graphic information that will be helpful in the future for the portfolio applications or whatever they want to do. So basically that's going to be the idea of the course. Thank you. And if you have some questions, right now could be the moment. I'm also can tell you what you are going to need to bring the first classes. And if you want, I can also tell you how approximately I'm going to be dividing the classes for the next 10 weeks. Sunny, maybe you want to say something?
Yes, I'm here. So
did I go too fast? I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine. This is 今天啊，我们的 Daniel 的那个 presentation， 它主要是把我们的课程啊、内容啊各方面做了一个大概的总括和讲解。那么它这个课程过程中呢，会给大家做一些，主要是针对 SketchUp， 然后呢，针对这个建筑类的作品，如何去完成它的作品集，如何在专业上有什么样的要求，在课程中都会一点点给大家做一个介绍。然后呢，因为我们建筑的学生呢，他普遍现在在我们画室上课的这些孩子，普遍只是说对绘画会有一定的感觉，但是并不了解我们建筑到底需要画什么样的东西，包括制作模型。那么这个课程只是针对一个建筑的一个绘画部分的，还有一些创意想法的一个实施方案的一个前期。所以如果做模型呢是后期的事情，那么模型部分我们会单独有作品的课程来跟踪的。那么 Daniel 这次会就是说主要就要针对我们整个的建筑基础到底应该从零开始如何去学习，在这里边我们就把这个课程就基本上就留给了 Daniel 老师来做10节课的一个课程作业。那么这个也会帮助大家完全把各自的这个建筑这种想法从零如何转变成真正的建筑设计，做一个真正的本身呢，我们画室有一部分建筑系的学生会全部参加这个课程。那现在开始呢是给大家提问的时间。Is there anyone have some question? You can just unmute your mic and you can ask Daniel. We can answer your question, okay? From now, is there anyone have a question about architecture design, about portfolio, about like in the future, architecture will have a good job? Everything you can ask, okay? Oh, Daniel, someone asked you, the architecture design in Toronto, which school, which university is best, is better, like 1, 2, 3, and introduce that about the school?
I'm sorry, which architecture school is the best one in Toronto?
Yeah, yes, like which university they can apply.
Okay, in Toronto, there are, I think that the two best universities that there is for architectural, for architecture as a career is the University of Toronto, is the Daniels School, if I'm not wrong, and also Ryerson. Ryerson is also a very good architecture school, but these are for architecture design, which is a 5 years long career. A 5 years long program. Also, if they are interested in construction, aside of architectural design, because those are two different things. There is a 3-year program in Centennial College with architectural technology. So basically, both programs see kind of the same thing, except that in the university, the architects are gonna leave the university by knowing how to design. Whether the people in the college will leave the college knowing how to build. So in the college, they will also learn how to design, maybe not so deeply, but they learn how to build a part of the design. Usually in the university, you learn a little bit of building, because you need to know how a building is built in order to make a design, but it's not so deep. But yeah, that would be my recommendations: in architectural technology, Centennial College; architectural design, University of Toronto; and Ryerson. Actually, Ryerson is, I will say that I prefer Ryerson.
Thank you so much. And also another question here. For the architecture design, for the portfolio, they really need the 3D project or no?
We need the what? I'm sorry?
3D project, like some modeling.
Well, it depends. The thing is that I don't know if you know how resumes works. Usually in the CV, a person kind of tries to focus on what the company is asking from themselves. In architecture, basically our portfolio is our strong CV. It's gonna show what we want to tell the company we're good at. So I'm gonna show you. Maybe this is gonna make it a little bit easier to understand. I'm gonna show you my portfolio. My portfolio, I try to develop it to be a little bit more general. So some architecture firms, I'm gonna ask you to know how to sketch, because sketching is very good at the moment of developing ideas for design. When a studio is in the first steps or in the first stages of design, you don't have time to make plans or to make 3D models. That takes too much time. So the architects need to make rapid sketches to show what they want to do or how they want to develop the design that they're proposing. Also, some architecture firms ask you to know how to make 3D models. In that case, yes, it is important to know how to make 3-dimensional models. Also, right now, a lot of companies here in Toronto actually are using other softwares that at the same time that are making plans are making a 3D model. So it's kind of a thing that you have to know right now if you want to see how your project is developing, because sometimes when we are just drawing in a bi-dimensional way, like a simple plan, we don't visualize exactly how the model is going to look, how the volume is going to behave. And that's why the modeling works and helps a lot, because then you not only make a drawing or a sketch or a design of a flat plan, but also you're starting to see how it's going to look in the future. So yeah, it is important. Also, and I was going to just end this with this. I was going to tell you that also drawing plans is important. So some firms are going to tell you, if you know how to draw plans, how to draw details. And that's why sometimes in your portfolio, not only you have to put sketches so they know that you know how to sketch, or 3D models so they know that you they realize that you know how to make these 3D models, but also plans and details so they know that you can draw these kind of things.
Okay, thank you so much. And next question here. Sorry, wait a moment. For architecture design, the portfolio is important. And also, if we have some volunteer, like in some architecture design studio, it will be helpful or no? Just it's okay. Just maybe some students want to do some volunteer in the architecture design studio. Is that good for them?
You mean that if the portfolio can help into making volunteering in architectural studios?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it can help. Although usually studios don't like a lot of volunteering. They prefer interns.
Okay.
Because the thing is that usually the work inside an architectural studio is a little bit complicated and follows certain patterns. And it's difficult to introduce or to insert someone in a place if they don't understand quite at least the basics of architectural design. And that's why, and believe me, I've tried, at least here, to get into an architectural firm to do volunteering, and I haven't found an architectural firm that like want to do that, but they're open to internships. So yeah, and internships of course will only be able if you already are studying architecture or have a 3-year diploma in architectural technology, for example.
Okay. That's the question now. Let me see if they have any more. Okay. Wait a moment. Okay. Yeah, someone want to have some class not online right now. They want the class, can we have the class in the studio, not online?
I mean, yeah. Well, that doesn't depend on me.
Yes, okay, I will tell them. 这个有些人现在不止一个人在问我了，能不能这个课程不是 online， 是在我们线下课程我们在计划中，但是在8月份我们暂时还不会对这个 group 开放，因为我们画室现在使用过程中只对作品集课程班的学生，就是说正在准备作品集的学生已经1对1课程开放了，和非常小的小 group 开放了。所以因为空间是非常大，但是我们还是希望控制不要有太多的危险，毕竟孩子们考大学也很重要，如果有任何事情出现的话，可能会影响他们的进度和教学，如果我们停课了，那么他们的作业也会出问题，所以我们暂时还比较保守一些，只对作品集的课程开放了。那如果您是建筑作品集的学生，因为我们作品集的课程是从11年级开始，11年级以下10和9年级呢只是预备课程，所以11年级以上的学生是都有作品集课程可以报名的，这样的学生是完全可以线下上课，而且我们Daniel老师也会有1对1课程指导的课程，那这个就是 OK 的。但是其他课程我们暂时都会推到9月以后再定，这个是我们现在的情况啊，请大家理解，因为我们要保证先有这些准备考大学的孩子安全健康的把作品集进行完毕，这个是我们现在的要求。好，OK. Oh, Daniel, someone asked you this class because the students don't have any
basic for architecture, only can draw some just drawing, like some objects, some person they can draw, but no basic for architecture. Can they attend the class, start with you?
Of course they can. Actually, as I said during the presentation, I understand that many of the students will have no idea of how to do architectural drawings, and that's why actually I don't want to jump into the 3D dimensional program, into SketchUp, and I will start introducing some basics of architectural drawing and architectural drafting and architectural design. So it's going to be fine. They're going to learn. It's not so difficult. If they like to draw, that's amazing. That's going to make things easier. But if they haven't drawn anything, it doesn't matter. I will take care of it.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. From right now, just this all the question. 还有人有问题吗? Does anyone have any other questions? If no, we will be finish our today's meeting. 有没有问题呢, 大家? Okay. Looks no question more, Daniel. Thank you so much for your today's presentation.
Wait, before we finish, if someone here is going to attend the class, for the first classes, as I said, we're going to learn drawing, architectural drawing. So I will be required for students to have, I don't know if you said that the class is going to be on the studio or online. Okay, you're going to tell me about that. But we're gonna need white sheets, pencil, eraser, a ruler, and well, when the time comes in 2 classes, I think I will need, of course, that the students have the SketchUp software in the computers.
Okay. And also, you can write down the first class prepare. I can send it in the group. Tell the students. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. 今天刚才他有说，如果我们这里有学生要参加这个课程的话，那么他会要求大家准备纸、铅笔、橡皮、格尺等等这一系列。因为这个课程呢，我们涉及到了 SketchUp 这个软件，所以呢，可能你要提前下载。另外，因为我们在设计课程的时候也是非常考虑网上线上能够进行的不错的 program。你像我们纯手绘的或者纯模型制作的这些涉及到很复杂的东西呢，我们暂时不会搬到线上，因为这个准备起来很复杂。但是我们画室呢是有各种工具的，包括切割机，包括电锯，所有东西都有，所以这个会在画室进行的。那么现在我们线上的课程尽量保证能够在线上最有效的这种课程，我们会放到上面来。OK， 所以我会再单独把这个所有的准备材料呢，丹妮老师会发给我，我再在群中给大家做一个交代，好吧 ？OK， yeah, Daniel. Okay, finish, Daniel. Do you have any other to tell them?
No, just I really hope that anyone who has like this little bug for architecture and wants to join the class, it's going to be welcome. And I am really excited about this.
Thank you so much. We're very happy to with you have the class. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone. Thank you. Today's meeting is just finished, and you can attend next week. Next is another class will be introduced. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone.